Hey everyone, it's been a while. I know I've been gone for, I think, almost 6 months now. Probably less, but I've been gone for a while because I'm a full-time pharmacy assistant now. So I don't really have much time besides now, and I usually go straight to bed after work. Usually. I stay up and relax for a little bit. But anyways, while working, I had this idea. Since I have some medical knowledge from both my time as being a CNA and my couple of years now, or year and a half of being a pharmacy assistant, both part-time and now full-time, I think I can finally do this what if that's been sitting in the back of my mind. What if our good old female Deku was Mikan Sumiki? Sumuki, or however it be pronounced your last name, her surname, or first name, I don't know. So this is simple. I'll basically be doing a lot of medical jargon, and you're going to delve into the insane mindset of a psychotic girl. Now you might be asking, will Junko be in this what if? Yes, she will. How is she going to be related to this? You'll find out. And for those who are already going to say that I'm going to have Junko be All For One's daughter, you're correct. I am. That's no secret. It's the easiest way to have Junko in the what if for it to make sense without destroying an already established character. So, enjoy. Don't worry. It's just medicine. You can trust me. Have I really, really done wrong by you before, Kachan? 10 years ago, if you would have told Bakugo that his childhood friend and target and plaything would turn to this psychotic girl in front of him, he would have laughed at you. The girl could have hurt her fly. But now, he's trapped in front of her, like a mouse caught in the headlights. He doesn't know how he got here, but he does remember all the signs that led to her eventual insanity. It all started on that day, the day their friendship changed. June 8th, 20XX. Come on, Kachan. Come on. I told you not to stop fighting. I may be talented with keep patching you up, but your injuries are too much for me to patch. You should really listen to your mom and go to the clinic or something. And no, Metacetafin, or what you say, Tylenol, is not going to fix everything. Is what Mikan Midoriya, or Sumuki Midoriya would say. I'm just going to say Mikan Midoriya, because everyone knows that's Mikan. That's what Mikan Midoriya would tell Akatsuki Bakugo. To Bakugo, Mikan has always been that girl who always patched him up after a rough fight. Even after getting his quirk and finding out Mikan was quirkless. Yes, he would pick on Mikan. Yes, he would annoy her. Yes, he would hurt her. But Mikan endured it. And he always came to her when he got hurt. It was during those times where these two were reverted back to their original relationship of being close friends. Shut it, nerd. I can't help it. No one's allowed to pick on you except me. And, of course, Bakugo is protective of her. Only he can pick on her. Now, you may, on the outside, the relationship may seem toxic, but to them, it works. But Kachan, you can't keep doing this. What if I'm not there? And that's Bakugo, after getting his arm finished being wrapped up, stands up and walks away saying like, don't worry, nerd. Don't worry, Deku. I won't leave you. After all, I can't leave my punching bag, can I? Sorry. They start in their school year. Japan's school year start in the spring, so let's do this. April 9th. 25x. No, wait, no. It would be 27x. Morning. 8 a.m. A couple of years has gone by now. So, a handful of years have gone by. I'll just do this. April 9th, 20XX. A few years has gone by now. Bakugo and Mikan are both around their 16s. Mid-teens. Their relationship has gone even more toxic. But what makes it different is that Mikan has entered a junior nursing program at UA High. She will be going to UA High, but not as a student, but as a Recovery Girl's personal student to become the next school nurse. She may not have a recovery core like Recovery Girl, but she can definitely be groomed and trained into the best nurse she can be. After all, she has experience already. Between their little years and now, Mikan has volunteered in a lot of places. Clinics, pharmacies, you name it, she's been there. She has a wealth of knowledge, and even being one of the first young nurses. She may be a classified nurse nowadays. Access to prescribed medication, controls, C2s, you name it. She can have access to it. But she can't give it out willy-nilly. Of course not. She needs a doctor. And she knows a couple. Especially one Dr. Garaki. And during her time, she made a new friend. Well, actually, better yet, let me change that. But today, everything changed. Today is the day Bakugo knew something happened. It was the day she arrived. It was the last month before it was the beginning of the school year. While the class was getting settled down and everything, their homeroom teacher suddenly announced, "Alright, class, it's the first day and we already have a transfer student. You may know her from some magazines, but I want everyone to welcome Junko Enoshima." Junko, like in Danganronpa lore, is a popular fashionista. And unlike in Danganronpa lore, this Junko has a dirty little secret. She's the daughter of All for One. Or granddaughter, whatever way you guys like it. Daughter or granddaughter, you choose. Either way, she gets there and, well, The first couple months were normal until students who were friends with her started to be more active, more sad, always looking towards her for advice. And then one day during a sports competition, and Mikan was volunteering in the nurse's office like she normally would during those type of competitions. During the junior high sports festival, Mikan being in the nurse's office because of course she is. Of course she's helping out. Junko was injured and taken to the nurse's office. When she enters, Mikan's already there, already being briefed ahead of time what happened. A sprained ankle. Mikan would look towards Junko with a soft smile, saying, "Hello, I've been waiting. You injured, right? This is it, and I'll look it over. You can trust me. I trained for this." Junko, I'm giving her a quirk that allows her to sense the spare people because, come on, it makes sense. She's the ultimate despair, so giving her a quirk that can sense the despair of other people makes sense. You can see deep underneath this facade, that this like almost innocent like facade, Mikan harbors some deep, dark despair. Of course, Mikan's secret is pretty well known to us fan base, but I'll explain it more later. Junko would look towards Mikan and follow her instructions and sit down on the bed, giving Mikan a nice smile, saying, don't worry. I totally get it, girl. Don't worry, I completely trust you." Just like that, Mikan begins her examination, carefully going over the body, going over Junko's legs, making sure her ankle's intact. Then she sees the right ankle, which was inflamed. She would look, Enoshima-san, your ankle is inflamed. It may be sprained, but I'll patch it up for the best I can. I still would recommend getting it looked at after class. It's just to avoid any possible infections. I have something that can alleviate the pain if you're hurt. It might not be the best. It's just generic metafetacin, but it should do the trick for a little bit. Just lay down and I'll wrap it up. Just tell me if it's too tight. Junko cuts Mikan off and saying, "Don't worry, I will let you know if it's too tight." And so Mikan begins to wrap. Because she's always wrapping herself because of Bakugo, she's an expert at this as well. She covers her up perfectly. And that's when the second quirk that she was given to her by her grandfather, father, whatever you decide, comes into play. Junko places a arm on Mikan's head, just telling her she's doing perfectly, while adding subtle suggestions to her that she wants to feel the power of treating people who are helpless in front of her. The power of her treating and people looking to her to be saved. How she holds the power of who lives or dies. It's not powerful at first. It's just a slight feeling she has, a euphoric feeling. It's not powerful. I'm going to explain that once again. It's not powerful. It's just a subtle euphoric feeling she gets when treating people. And so, we fast forward to I guess it would be March of 20XX, the end of the year. The teacher does, the canon thing, which is, "Don't worry, I know, I'm not gonna make you do the career aptitude test because I know you all want to be heroes." And then the teacher would look and call out 3 particular students. Bakugo, I know you want to go to UA, and Bakugo doing his cannon thing was to jump on the desk, lighting up a small little pop up from an explosion, saying, "Damn right! And I already aced the exam, the practice exam, so I know. And there's only one school that's fit for me, and that's UA." Next, the teacher would call on Junko, saying, "Enoshima, I know you're entering the business course. Makes sense. You're sticking with your model career, correct?" With Junko giving her award-winning smile, saying, "That's correct, Sensei. I can't wait to show off my stuff on the runway officially." And then the teacher turns to Mikan. Mikan Sumiki, Mikan Adoria. I hear you want to go to UA as well. Well, Mikan stutters because, like I said, she's quirkless, so she's not really the best treated. She stutters like, "That's correct, but I am not in hero course, or general or business or support. I was scouted by recovery girl to train under her to be better nurse." And just like that, everyone understood. It was hard. People are used to Mikan stuttering around people. No one knew why, but when she's not talking about medication passionately, treatments or medications passionately, she stutters. And so, everyone's kind of makes sense. Mikan would get accepted. She may be quirkless, but she is possibly one of the best nurses they know. Even so much that she drove the school's nurse out of a job because of how good she is. So it all makes sense to her. Now, during the 10 months arc, yes, I'm being a little fast because this is just setup. The other stuff, the other more juicy tidbits will come later in the series. And yes, this is going to be a series, but I'll be a lot less active than I now am. Like I said, I'm a full-time job guy. I'm a normie now. So, I'll do the up until the after entrance exam. So the 10 months training happened. Mikan, during those 10 months, Mikan was beginning her training under Recovery Girl. Then, during the entrance exam, she was with Recovery Girl and helping people. But the biggest moment comes after the entrance exam. An unconscious student with engines in his leg comes to her. Recovery Girl has to go out and get other people, and she told Mikan to do a quick treatment. Ida Tenya, yes, it is, got a piece of shrapnel from a building into his neck. So Recovery Girl told Mikan to remove the bit of stone so she can heal. So Recovery Girl can come back and heal up Ida's wound. She nods, accepting that, and Recovery Girl walks out. Mikan hums to herself. First, you ready the lumen. You prepare the human. You cut into the neck. You avoid the vein. Cut into the neck and avoid their pain. But while doing that, she forgets something. Oh crap, the anesthetic. Well, that can wait. I'm a medic, a nurse. Cosmetics don't mean a thing to me. And while she's looking over and treating the unconscious Ida, she can't help but have this crazed smile, like you see in the middle pic. The middle version of her. She can't help but have this crazed smile. Don't worry, it's just medicine. This has been part 1. And yes, Hopefully I'll start uploading more and more, but I will probably start being on the weekends or beginning of the week if I feel up to it. Anyways, this has been Fox. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.